Football. I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Rebels will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Behind the big guys on the left. Got the first down and more. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
And the Sooners, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Wide receiver going in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. On his feet at the 40. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
How many ways can I make you think, right? First drive, out the gates, get it to my playmaker, going full speed across the formation with a touch pass. You better be able to adjust to it. And then when you adjust to it, I'm going to have an adjustment to your adjustment because I'm always right. I'm an offensive guy.
Looking to throw on first down. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Looking for space. It's Lacey. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions and how you feel about this, playing your old squad. Like it's something about it, I'm sure, that's nostalgic and all.
There he goes.
Go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. To go up top on first down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
The Sooners now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. to throw on first down off the play fake. He'll get rid of it. He's got it on the run. He's run out of bounds after the big game, and they are in business, first and goal. You get that turnover, and you try to punch them hard immediately on the first play, and they come up with a big gain.
And when the defense is running on the field, you are thinking sudden change, sudden change. When they create a turnover, a lot of times offenses want to be aggressive. They were, and they get rewarded.
He'll set up to throw. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
On the move from inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Oh, he's got some space. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. That carry puts him over 2,500 yards for his career.
And it's been really fun to watch this guy's development in college football. He's gotten bigger, stronger, and faster in every game. He just seems to get a little bit better. That's a pretty nice milestone to hit.
A nice milestone, nice consistency, nice durability. It takes you being healthy, and this guy's really done a good job throughout his career being that lead guy and putting up numbers.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
From the gun, wants to pass. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on third down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete. And all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Caught on the outside, it's Watkins. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Leaves it with the running back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Rebels. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Mississippi State is ahead early in Stark Vegas, but that's not exactly Dak Prescott out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over NC State. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. On the run, it's Pringle. Breaks into the open. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. A great Oklahoma running attack will bring a tear to the Boomer Sooner Nation eye, thinking of guys like Billy Sims.
And where it all started was always the ground game and the toughness, and you never question that. In Oklahoma, they got to get to that. They got to be that. They got to live that if they really want to build on what they used to be and bring that tradition and build some of that tradition in the SEC.
Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They'll ride the hot hand. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Starting to feel a little pressure. Now he's looking into the middle. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27. Might be changing the route. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Caught close to the marker. It's Cunningham. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Wants to throw on first down. Unloads it downfield. And he pulls it in at the 15. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. Rebels want to pick up the tempo. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After the setback, the offense gets set for a 1st and 15. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. Mental errors like that just kill drives. We'll see if they can overcome it. Here comes the offense on 1st down. The hand to the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Rebels are in the red zone.
6-9-1, Gator Spark.
Pulls it and fires to the left. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Makes the grab. It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert.
At the 7-yard line. Now, 4th down.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Rebels will come to the line to convert on 4th down.
Here we go.
He might want another play.
Timber.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the 1st half. This has been all home team.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. To the air on 1st down. Oh, he wants it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. 1st down here for the offense. Looking downfield on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Johnson. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Sooners moving quickly to the line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackle's doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Makes the grab. It's Watkins. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
And the Sooners are at the line looking to convert on third and short. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Johnson. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Gonna take a shot. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Sooners.
You got to wonder if that's going to be the play that changes the momentum in this game for the offense. It had been tough. They were up against it here early in the game, but the quarterback now starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. Really nice touch and throw on that touchdown. And here we go. This might be the play that gives them their confidence.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got a man, it's Cunningham. And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Well, after not getting a thing done on first down, it's second and long from the 24. Making side adjustments here. To the air on second down. Fires to the big fella. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on third and long from the 26. With the catch, it's Cunningham. Ball is loose. He picks it up, still on his feet. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. They've already converted a fourth down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Bitch-ass nigga. Bitch-ass nigga. I just, bro. No, he is pissed about that, bro. I think you get the time to hurry up, bitch.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out, you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense.
Turning it on. Past the sticks, and he may get more. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
We needed that. They needed to punch the ball in the end zone. They needed to cut this to a 2-score game, and they needed some positive momentum. Something going well, something to point to at half to say, guys, we got a chance. That drive, they put it together. Nice job by this offense.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
Green 25.
Quarterback may change this route. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Hauls it in. And the Rebels want to move quickly. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
He's going to look for a man on third and short. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Sooners will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Moulton. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. Picks up the first down. Lots of room to run. Powers through. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
And you want to put a winning streak together like this team has? Run the football and create explosive plays. Nice job by the offense, showing the speed. How about the blocking up front? Everybody blocking, getting a hat on a hat, creating the explosive run.
And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
And on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
The Rebels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Quickly to the tight end. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. And the Rebels in the hurry up. Third down play from the gun. With the catch, it's Lacey. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. Tries to get it on the ground. There he goes. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. The Rebels are moving quickly down the field. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll throw it from the red zone. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Snagged out of the air. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. And the Rebels started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score.
6-9-1, Gator score. Gorilla, Gorilla. Acorn, Acorn. Gorilla, Pilot, go.
He's looking to pass. Fires into the end zone. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Man, it's so frustrating as a coach because you go into half and you're like, listen, this is what they've been doing. This is what we're getting. Let's go out and execute. And what do? First drive, you throw an interception, you turn the field position to the other side, create momentum immediately. This is an absolute disaster to start the second half.
And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. First and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. Now on 1st down, he's going to sneak it.
And nice job by this defense. You kind of knew something like this was coming. Great job. You got to get penetration. First thing you have to do is get up under that center. Make it really hard for him to go forward right now. Nice penetration, stopping the quarterback sneak in its tracks.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Direct snap. It's Pringle.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Looking to convert. They'll go to the Wildcat. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
They're pinned back deep in their own end, 4th down, and they come to the line to go for it. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3 quarters of a football game.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I love the attitude by this team now. You just got a critical takeaway. You're set up in amazing field position down in the red zone. Take a shot. Go right now. Throw it. Don't even wait. There's zero hesitation. Force the defense on the very first play of the drive to have to step up. And the defense did exactly that. If you're on offense here, I don't know. I'd just throw it again.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got the tight end. It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert.
Offense facing fourth down.
Tuna. Timber. Go. Hornet. Hornet.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Ole Miss.
The Rebels will go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Into the house. Touchdown, Rebels!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
14.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
Will take over first and 10.
A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. The sure hands, it's Thomas. Oh, he's got some space. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
Finds his man. It's Watkins. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Wants to go up top on first down. He got it. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Pringle. Touchdown Sooners! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Number 21.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the extra point is good. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd.
21.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Bolton. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Oh, he's got a chance. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 15, and that gives him some more room to work.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Looking to throw. That's caught. It's Cunningham. He's forced out of bounds and the 23-yard line. A good pickup to give this offense some operating room.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
He wants to take the top off. Pulls it in down the sideline. Running free. Touchdown, Ole Miss. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Tough to beat in action, gentlemen. You know that. And let's take a look at the highlights. Kent State is currently ahead inside a jam-packed Dick Stadium, but the Golden Flashes have not been able to separate themselves offensively. They're up by 8 over Ball State. Any big developments here in the MAC, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one. Breaks into the open. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
Getting set for the point after. And it's up and good. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed him for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown.
28.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well, then I'd give back that last score. Fielded in the end zone, it's Watkins. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Lacey. At the 45 on its way. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with the big lead, he's still taking shots.
All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. And the Rebels will hustle to the line.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Reads it, fires complete. He'll go out of bounds, and he steps out right at the 8-yard line, and this offense is in business. Quarterback making checks. The snap sets up to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Trying to get rid of it. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They just keep firing. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming.
It's hard in this area throwing over this big defensive line. They've got long arms. You saw it right there, knocking that ball down on 2nd down.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And this offense put together a pretty good drive, man, but man, did they stall out. 3 straight incompletions, trying to find something that would work, but this defense, they stood up after giving up some yards and really finished this drive well.
They'll go to the air. Complete, out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He'll be pushed out of bounds, not even close to the goal line on 4th down, and they'll have to give up the football. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or you say, hey, keep it. Throw that thing out ball.
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. He wants a big play here late. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Finds his man. It's Johnson. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. Here's a heat. And they almost had another one. Rare is the occasion when you're happy to see 4th down, but it's better than throwing another pick.
And that is a play you've got to make as the defender. You've got the lead here late in the game. We've got a chance to secure the win with the interception, and you put it on the ground. Missed opportunity.
On 4th down, going to the air. Makes the grab. He's got a 1st down. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field, catch the defense off guard. Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. He's taking the deep shot. Makes the grab inside the 30. Turning it on. Touchdown Sooners. And the comeback is on.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they find pay dirt from way out, covering 69 yards on the touchdown pass. And before they can kick it, the receiving team's going to call a timeout. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Lacy. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the fourth quarter. First down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Lacy. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Rebels enter the final minute with the lead. Going to swing it on second down. Dances away. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Keeping it on the ground with the running back. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on fourth down. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. What a battle this game was. Went right down to the end. #1 team in the land gets knocked off. But sometimes this gives you a chance to recalibrate some things, guys.
Yeah, and they're going to have to go back and watch this film and face some tough truths as well, because we know they've got a ton of talent. And this is a team that when they're playing their A game, they look like the best team in the country, David. Consistency, though, is going to be a big thing for them moving ahead.
Yeah, so you got to use this. You got to look at what you did wrong. You got to say, okay, maybe we're not as good as we thought we were. Just because we were #1, that doesn't mean anything until the end of the season. And you're the last guy standing, and you have the trophy. So take this loss, work on some of those things you think you need to work on so it doesn't happen again.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.